Hey, so my dumbass wants to talk about Castlevania despite the fact that the probability is no one wants to hear me talk about Castlevania, which is why I'm not making a load of posts about Castlevania, because I don't want to clog up my blog. Blog, that rhymes. The lowdown of it is cool, good, awesome, amazing, great, love it. The more in-depth version is alright. So I like how it doesn't follow one set narrative. They're trying something very different from Series 1 and 2, because Series 1 and 2 was sort of one arc, and you had a lot of different characters going on slight side stories with like Isaac and Hector being led astray by Carmilla, etc. It's been a long time since I watched Series 2, but I can still remember most of it, or I won't be talking about it. It feels like they're building up to something bigger with like Series 4 and things like that a lot of these are going to tie in together, but it is 4 very separate stories, and most of them not on huge scales yet. I am prepared to give them that it will go large scale again. But it's good because they had this sort of like world-ending event. They have to kill Dracula to try and like end humanity, and is actively sort of doing it. Like, he is actively ending humanity to avenge his wife's death. Which, now I'm saying that, leave Dracula dead, let him hang out with his wife. He doesn't want to be alive, just let him die. Let him die. But you had that big world-ending event, and now it does seem like they're going smaller scale, which is it's nice. It is nice. You need something smaller scale, because if you keep trying to top it and top it and top it and top it, it gets a bit fucking ridiculous, doesn't it? So you can kind of see what they're doing. But these 4 stories, so you have Hector in Carmilla and the other 3's. Sorry, I can't remember names. I really can't. But these 4 stories, so you have Hector in Carmilla and the other 3's. Sorry, I can't remember names. I really can't. And the other 3's little castle. And Hector no. I mean, I feel for him, I really do, because he was like beaten and starved and like didn't have a good time of it, and then was taken under this woman's wing, and probably some hypnotism was involved, and that's not emotionally healthy. Like, oh no, poor Hector. Isaac's story is probably my favourite. I know it will be Jamie's favourite. I know it will be my siblings' favourite. I know they will love it, because they just really like Isaac. Like, actually, they're there like, I don't like Hector because he betrayed me, and Isaac is good boy. And I'm there like, I wouldn't really say good boy, but yeah, Isaac's story is good. You see his sort of wavering faith in humanity. He never expected a reward, and you see him meeting people who restore his faith, and then people who instantly dash it, and stuff like that. And that's nice. We're following him through trying to enact vengeance, and what does he want? And getting a bit dark, right? Getting a bit dark. This is fucking Castlevania. If you weren't expecting something dark, like. Anyway, getting a bit dark, getting very dark actually. The visuals when Isaac, like, kills that magician guy, that mad sort of magician king. The visuals with, like, the people acting like bodies of water, and, like, all the people sort of, like, floating up and, like, clambering in. Oh, it's grotesque. It's beautiful. in its own like surreal sort of like I love it. It's so surreal. But I adore it. And they're all like raining down from the sky after, and you're like, oh, there's a sort of peace to it almost. I like it. I liked that specific imagery, and the captain as well. The captain is like, sure, you could just take my boat. That's from like earlier on in Isaac's little story. I do like Isaac's story because there is like fighting and you get awesome action, and the action in this series is really good. It always is, but the action is amazing. Isaac's action isn't my favourite, but I like it nonetheless. Then you have Alucard. That's his name, but it's also Adrian. He's got 2 names, which I can respect because I have like 4. Alucard's story. Oh, that upset me. That very much upset me. At first I was like, it's kind of filler-esque, but I like just seeing Alucard like living his life and making these 2 friends, and just that was precious until it wasn't. There's not really much you can say about his story. It's kind of about him becoming his father, but I don't want to say that. I don't want to make that call. Don't make me be the one to make that call, because I'm not making that call. I'm really not making that call. I love Alucard. I will always love Alucard. You can't stop me. Floating vampire, Jesus. He also has he has like the opening bit of the first episode of series 3, does Alucard, and he has some of like the really beautiful like backgrounds and stuff, and I'm there, and his impressions of like Trevor and Cypher are spot on. I that's exactly what they sound like. That's exactly what they do. Yeah. I buy that. Speaking of Trevor and Cypher, now they have the largest in action. They have the most action-based. That's the word. They have the most action-based plot with the weird sort of culty monks trying to open a portal to hell, and there's Saint-Germain, and then there's the creepy judge guy who turns out to be a child murderer. That entire plot, oh god, that entire plot line. That whole entire plot, oh god. That entire plot line was a time, but fortunately it was also that plot line which included the comments about the pirate guy. I'm imagining this, who had a boat on wheels and was declaring himself like pirate of the land. I like that. That's funny. Shut up. Saint-Germain. Anyway, I know we will see more of him, but I like him. I like him. I definitely like him. Now, Trevor and Cypher are sort of the same as always, and their fight scenes are like the best out of. You can't convince me otherwise. They have the best fight scenes. Shut up. They do. But they're together, which I'm not gonna lie. So the sibling Jamie, I'm just gonna call him Jamie from now on. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you can ask. Jamie. When it comes to shipping, Jamie convinced me on the OT3 when it came to like, yeah, well, you can see what I mean. And I don't hate Trevor and Cypher actually getting together. I like how it's done. Actually, I would have disliked it because I didn't really want them to going into series 3. I really didn't want them to. I was like, don't, please don't. But then the way they do it is just like, yeah, they're just together. There's no real, like, mention to it. There's no real, like, talk of it. It's just happened. And I like that. I like that sort of, like, they mean a lot to one another, but there's a sort of, like, it's nodded at, but it's not dismissed. It's just not made a big deal of. And that's really nice, because I don't massively ship them. And it's so nice to have it just be not made a big deal of. That's lovely. I love that. That's great. The creepy judge guy, I don't like. He's not great. Screams of confusion. I strongly dislike him in every conceivable way. He kept, oh God, I should have seen the signs quicker, but like, oh my God, I was there like, don't like that. Not good. No, get in the bin, as Leona would. Leona's not going to watch this because she doesn't watch Castlevania. Leona's a friend of mine. She's not going to watch this because she doesn't watch Castlevania, so therefore I can talk about her behind her back. That's how that works. No, but get in the bin. I guess that was weird. That was weird, but I did like how it was done, because you could talk about all artistic, like, contrasts between sort of like the pleasure and then like the pain and the fighting, and oh, we got this and artsy fartsy. But it was just a good episode. It was episode 9, although yeah, sex. Okay. Men aren't that attractive, are they? No, they're not. I'm not just like tripping here. I'm right. The animation in general, like, I've always thought when it comes to Castlevania, you have these beautiful backgrounds and the people look slightly out of place on the backgrounds. I'm not an expert in animation. I'm not even doing GCSE art because they made me choose between art and drama, which was really, really rude of them. Fucking government. But I like the animation. I like, especially in the fight scenes. I don't know if it goes hand on. I don't know any of the technical names for it. I love the animation in general. Like, I've always thought when it comes to Castlevania, you have these beautiful backgrounds and the people look slightly out of place on the backgrounds. I'm not an expert in animation. I'm not even doing GCSE art because they made me choose between art and drama, which was really, really rude of them. Fucking government. But I like the animation. I like, especially in the fight scenes. I don't know if it goes hand on. I don't know any of the technical names for it. I love the animation in the fight scenes. I love the fight scenes in general. They're brilliant. Oh, they always have been. You have these like different shots, and then it goes in and all this. Why am I doing YouTube? Why am I doing YouTube? People say I'm articulate. They say I have all the words. Why am I doing YouTube? I can't put anything into words. Speaking of, I keep saying I have all these plans, and I keep not doing these plans, and I feel like people are really pissed off at me, even though no one is. But, yeah. What do I hope for next series? The return of Saint-Germain. Love that guy. I haven't talked that much about how much I love him. It's not like I adore him, it's just like, he's the exact kind of character. If he plays his cards right, he can go in the boy squad. I've been thinking of doing like a background and just having a list that says the boy squad, as well as my Sauron mask, because it was World Book Day recently and I went as the Eye of Sauron. Like, tape the Eye of Sauron, Sacha Dhawan, the boy squad. Yeah, if Saint-Germain plays his cards right, he can join the boy squad. Because I like him. I really like him. He's some immortal magician guy. I want to know what his deal is. I want that in Series 3. I want to know what his deal is. I want everything to tie together, which I think it will anyway. I want Alucard to be happy. I think that's setting my hopes a bit high, but I want Alucard to be happy. So these are the 3 main things I want. More Saint-Germain, plots to tie together, and Alucard to be happy. I think the plots will tie together by the vampire ladies trying to take over wherever they're trying to take over, whatever they're trying to do. and that will all tie together, and then they'll be stopped by some of the main cast. Maybe Alucard figures out how to move the castle. Maybe not, because I don't think he will. Maybe Alucard just isn't gonna be in it. I hope he is, though, because he's a boy. He's a boy. He can definitely be part of the boy squad. Definitely be part of the boy squad. This video has been all over the place. I know it has, but fuck did you expect from me? Most of my followers / subscribers / whatever are Whovians. Fuck all is fucking no one's watching this video. If you're watching this video, guess what? Thank you, but also you're a nerd.